Hi and welcome back to the channel for more One Piece card game content. So as an introduction, I've acquired the OP06 box, and from the content of that box I've built some decks. So today I would like to share with you, just for fun, the deck that I've built for Vinsmoke Reiju as a leader. Okay, so warning, these are not super competitive decks, just for fun, but I would like to hear your comments. If What do you think about this? So let's start to get to know better the leader. Vinsmoke Reiju. 5, 4 life, huh? A bit weaker, but then on your turn and once per turn, when a Dawn card on your field is returned to your draw deck, you draw a card. So you know that purple will always be sending Dawns back to the Dawn deck, so at least one of them once per turn will allow you to draw a card. That's it, you don't need to rest, it's just a passive thing that will happen once per turn, so let's take advantage of that. And so I've included here two Vinsmoke judges as a big guy, which when you play you immediately need to return a Dawn to your deck. You trash two cards from your hand, and then you can play a germa 66 type of character. Uh, no, you play 4 type of character with different card names and 4000 power or less from your trash. So it's a good chance that you need to trash 2, because you can trash the ones that you can get back. And so super powerful, you can build a huge army of germa 66, the weak ones, but at least they will come up for free if you play this guy. And then during per turn, you can go send back a Dawn card to rest one of your opponent's Dawn cards, so to screw him for defense. That's the judge. That is the judge. Okay, and then I have here 3 killers, which are not germa 66 or Vinsmokes, it's just someone else. And actually he is from OP5, I'm seeing that, so I needed to add some fillers here to the deck, so I consider this guy good. So you look at the 5 top of cards, and you can get some Kid Pirates, and then into your hand, then place the rest in the bottom of the deck. So sure, here I also added some, let me see, some Kid, yeah, there will be some Kid Pirates. Some Kid Pirates, yes. So I had these unused cards here that I wanted to also have a chance to use them, so I added here. But maybe in the future I can replace with better one. Then, Vinsmoke Reiju as a character. So I got, this is the big one, so I got the 2 arts. This looks so beautiful, so pinkish here. Let's see, it's even difficult to look at him because it's so foily. You can see there. So let's see this one here. Wow, I love the art. She's like space butterfly wings. I don't know, I haven't seen this on the anime, so I'm clueless on what's happening here. But then when you play her, so it's 4, one of those that can come back. If the number of Dawn on your field is equal or less to your opponent, and you have 5 or less cards in your hand, you draw 2. So probably if this is well played, you can draw 2 cards for free. And then this is the cheaper version of her, which I have 2. So you can turn back a Dawn, and you trash this character. If your leader is germa 66, then you can play the Vinsmoke Reiju with the cost 4 from your hand or trash. So basically what this means is that if you play this character, which only costs 2, but you have this on the trash on your hand, you play, you get this back, this character goes away, and if you're playing with germa 66, you play this for free. So on your first turn, if you're going second, you can already put this one, and then if you're going second, probably you'll have less Dawn cards than the other one. You just need to have at least 5 or less cards in your hand to draw 2 more. Because if you start with 6 and you draw a card, yeah, you need to do this carefully in order only to have 5. But then when you play her, you already lose a card, so then it's not difficult to have only 5. So that's a combo here that I'm trying to achieve. Then I also have 2 Vinsmoke Yonjis and the smaller version. Okay, so let me just start with the smaller one for us to see the combo happening here. So 4 of the small ones. When you play for 2, you can go back when done, you trash this character, and if you have the Vinsmoke Yonji, you can play it, which is this one, the same way. And if your number of your dons in your field is equal or less than the opponent, he gets 1000, which will happen probably with this deck because this is a sacrifice don deck. And then he gets a blocker. Okay. And then I also have the combo for, I created the combo here for Vinsmoke Reiju, which you can do the same thing. You play him for 3, you get them done back, and you can play a Vinji from your hand, which will be this strong guy that if you have less or equal dons, you can choose one. KO an opponent character that costs 2 or less, or return one of your characters that costs 4 or less to the owner's hand. So we will kill or send back. Then I also, I'm just changing the order here, I have 4 Vinsmoke Ichijis, which costs 4, but then when you cast him, what's the word? We play him. He goes back 1, and you can play the Vinsmoke Reiju, the strong one. Here it comes. This is the big one. That when you play, if you have less dons, less or equal dons, one of your opponent characters gets plus 2000, and he gets rush. So you can start immediately jumping over someone with this rush character, or simply going against the leader. And I have the 2 cards, also with the extended art here for Vinsmoke Ishiji. Then another kit pirates that I got here. So I got the Itokiri Kamazo. When a Don card on your field is returned to your Don deck, which we've seen it will happen a lot, you can KO one of your opponent characters with a cost 2. So I got 4 of these guys from OP06. Let's kill all the crappy characters. Then I have the Vinsmoke Sara, which has 0 power, costs 1. You may trash 1 card from your hand. If the number of turns in your field is equal or less with your opponents, you can add a type character 4 from your trash to your hand. So you can change cards from your trash, well, from your hand with good cards from your trash. Yeah, to rotate. So I also kept her because she gives 2000 and in defense. So you can trash something else that you don't need to get the Vinsmoke that you need. Okay, so that's it. Then the Kingdom of Germa, where all these guys live. And apparently these are like fluctuating in the water with these floaters here. You may trash 1 card from your hand and rest this stage. Look at the 3 cards. So you can trash, put him on this card, because you'll get them back with that combo that we've seen. Look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card including germa, add it to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So you can try to do the combo more often, which is discarding the big one and drawing 3 to see if you get the smaller version, the one that you would play, sacrifice, and put the big one. So it sounds like a good plan. And then the germa 66 for germa 66, and we can see all of them here: the judge, the leader, and the 3 guys. Look at the 5 cards in the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card including germa other than germa 66, and add it to your hand. The same thing, so only by 1, right? You can rotate the top of your deck to make sure that you get the cards that you need to do the combos. The big ones go to trash, and because you can get them, remember, just you can get them by play up to from hand or trash, and I guess all of them do that. Just to confirm, the combo works and or trash, and or trash. That's a cool combo here, and or trash. So yes, the big ones always need to go to trash, and there are plenty of ways for you to get them back. I'm lost here. Okay, so then I also have the black bag here. If the number of your runs is equal or less, place 1 of your opponent characters who cost 5 in the bottom of the owner's deck. So yes, I don't know who that guy is. Is it the black bag? And then I went to OP04 and I got this 4 Weakness is an unforgivable sin because you can don minus don and trigger the card at one of your character gains +1 during this turn. Okay, it just costs 1, you give it back, you draw a card, although it's only on your turn, but you can play around with that just to give that extra plus that you need sometimes to avoid getting a hit. And if it triggers, it compensates from that. That's it. So this was the Vinsmoke Reiju deck. Tell me in the comments what you think. Again, this is not a competitive deck. It's not to make sure that I win against all of the decks. Just for fun, just for me to make sure that I use the cards that come in these boxes and they don't lie wasted in portfolios, and rotate among the decks. So tell me what you think, and if you like One Piece content, then I invite you to check the channel where I have more content for this game, as well as other card games and board games in general. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.